yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Goff. Underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's second down and 7. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now we got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Herbert.
competition is facing fourth down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
He finds his man complete. That's Russell. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs at 500 at 6-6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is taken at the 23. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Herbert now. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete right around the 8. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Austin, the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping to get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
KC's offense ready to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, Pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Oh, that's a monster play there by the defense, getting a 3rd down stop so far behind the line of scrimmage. That should take away the option to go for it. This quarterback, an absolute weapon who can throw it or run it for a first down. But a loss of more than 10 yards, hard to see the offense coming back out on this 4th down attempt.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 62-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
There's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board instead. A long drive ends in heartbreak, and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense, because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about guys all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this one is no good. He missed it, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. The Raiders still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Dobbins trying the left side. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A big completion there against double coverage, and Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw to Disley. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Mahomes now on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on him, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry.
Just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Herbert now. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
We're back now in KC. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
A CD after this game. There will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January. More of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times.
And he spins past him and into space. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So possession goes over here on the punt. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Wide open receiver, complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and the receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 21-14. A minute 35 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell.
Now 2nd and 4.
Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mahomes.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here's 1st and goal.
Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. One final try for Mahomes.
This ball intercepted. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Chargers, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Good. Got news? Yeah.
Should we go sooner than later?
Hungry.
Well, did the girls look halfway decent, or no? They look like poop on a stick.
Look, she got dressed.
Oh, I know.
That was okay.
Will you start this load of laundry, please?
It's okay. Yeah.
They wouldn't. She couldn't get him off the feet.
Yeah, it's too
Well,
tight.
and no matter what I did to loosen him, she couldn't get him on. So then it wouldn't work. Nope. Did you fall?
Oh shit.
Jesus.
It was there night.
Okay. So that way we can go to dinner and we can come back and work on the garage a little bit. And then I just want to get the rest of the house finished up tonight, so then it's done. I'll come home and vacuum and what happened to all the boots I got you?